Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos where I coach, inspire, and teach anyone who is looking for a job, who needs help with their resume, or needs to give their best in an interview. I'm going to show you how to build your personal brand and bring out your genuine self so that I can guide you in the career you've always wanted. You don't want to miss any more videos, so make sure you hit that subscribe button with that notification bell and you'll be reminded every week when I post new videos. Two things that could be so stressful when it comes to the interview process is one, the actual interview, but two is finding out how well you did on that interview. Now in this quick video, I'm going to give you my 6 tips to help you determine whether or not you are successful in the interview. Okay, tip number 1. Are they making eye contact? Are they focusing on you when you're speaking to them? Now, if they're not looking at you, that's not a good sign. So that's my first tip. Tip number 2 is their body language and if they're agreeing with what you're saying. So are they saying, yes, okay, I understand, and nodding and having that positive body language with you? That's a great sign. Tip number 3, are they digging more for information? So when you're talking and you're explaining something to them, answering a question, are they digging more into that? Are they asking you to draw on more of your success and want you to explain a little bit more about that? That means they're really invested in your answer and they want to understand more about you. Tip number 4, are they engaging in small talk? Now, you don't want to be talking about anything personal unless they've said it first. So if they've asked you a question about something, about your family life or your personal life, traveling, any of that sort, that's okay if it comes from them. Don't bring it up yourself. And if they start making that small talk, oh, where have you been in this area, or what country have you traveled to, and they want to make that connection, that's a really great sign. They want to get to know you at a deeper level. That's really good. Tip number 5, does the responses from the interviewer seem natural and positive? So does it come easily to them and they're not really sounding like a robot? They're asking you questions and they're just kind of going through the list. Do you believe in teamwork? What is your availability? Do you have this? Do you have that? You don't want that. You want it to be very flowy and a good conversation. That's a good sign. Tip number 6 is whether or not they've given you an indication of a follow-up. So without you asking, have they said what the next steps are or if you're going to be hearing from them? Now there's 3 things. 1, if they've said, if you don't hear from us, then unfortunately you don't have the job, is not a good sign. That means they don't want to give out negative feedback and they want to just kind of tuck it under the rug and just let it go. You don't want that. Number 2, if they say to you, you'll hear from us in a couple of days, that also is not a very good sign. That means the decision is already made and they've already had somebody on the short list. If they say, you'll hear from us in about a week to 2 weeks, that's a good sign. That means that they're actually narrowing down people that they're interested in and they're going to make a collective decision on who they want. So you actually have a good chance when it's a week to 2 weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed my video on my 6 tips to help you determine if you're successful in your interview. Please leave me a comment below if you have any questions. Make sure you subscribe and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.